Hi there and welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike and I'm excited to share another Divi tutorial with you. My goal here is to make learning Divi as straightforward as possible. Today we're going to see how we can start a travel blog, and we're going to aim to do this in under 10 minutes. If that's possible, I guess we'll only find out. But if that interests you, just hit that like button and let's jump right in. Alright, so on my website I have an article that goes into great depth as to how to start a travel blog. This includes not just the design of the website, but it includes how to find your actual niche, where you want to choose your name, signing up, actually installing and setting up your website as well. So you can, I'll put the link in the description. You can go and have a read through this. But what we want to do is we just want to complement this by showing you how Divi 5 now makes it possible for you to build a travel blog in next to no time. And we can probably time me on this, like we're sitting now at 1 minute for this intro, and I almost have a feeling that that's how long it's going to take us to build this blog. If you don't believe me, hang around and let's see how it goes. Alright, so if we jump back into our Divi installation, and we now want to go and set up this blog. Usually what we would do is we'd go and we'd build pages, add a page, we'll add a home page, we'll add an about page, and all these kinds of things. Now, I have made a video very briefly on this before. Divi has now given us this wonderful thing called Divi Quick Sites. This one right over here. And like I said in my previous video, I always stayed away from this because I felt like it was all pretty much Divi AI that it was suited for, where you come in and you type, oh, I want this type of website, and boom, it'll pop that out. Now, I'm not a big fan of those Divi AI sites as yet because I feel like they still give you a very, for lack of a better term, a cookie cutter kind of website. Like your website will look and feel like pretty much every other website that's in your niche. And it also doesn't tailor the user journey for how you want your client or yourself, your own business, how you want to direct your visitors to in order for a call to action and all these kinds of things. So it doesn't take all those into account. And because of that, I've never been a big fan of Divi AI. But what they do have, and not to mention that every time you use Divi AI, if you're not on a full-on subscription, there's a slight cost involved. But they also have this pre-made starter sites, right? So I want to just generate a new site here, and I want to show you how the starter site works. So I'm going to click on there, and it gives you the option. Do you want to generate with AI or a pre-made starter? So I want to do a pre-made starter site, and I'm going to click on that. And then it's going to open up just like when you're looking for any other Divi theme or template. Now, I will say my one criticism of this is that I wish they had the filtering system over here like what they do in the templates, because as they're adding more and more and more of these starter sites on, the list is starting to get a little long, so you have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll to try and find the thing that you want. So I wish that they had just this little filtering system that's over here on the side. And so what we're going to look for now today is we're going to use these quick sites in order for us to build our travel blog. So you can go through them all. You can see they're listed quite descriptively: event, online store, portfolio, beauty, so on and so on, all the way down. So we want to scroll quite a way down, I think it is. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. There we go, travel blog. So once you look at it here, you can preview your travel blog. And you can see, is this what you want? Okay, it looks pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to say, yes, that's what I want. And I'm going to say, start with travel blog. And I'm just going to click this button. And then I can type in here, Divi 5 travel blog. Okay, and I'm going to leave my site slogan as it is. I'm going to leave my logo as it is. And then it comes down here, pages. What pages do you want? There's the home page, the trip page, a shop that will install WooCommerce. So I don't want WooCommerce at the moment, so I'm just going to deselect that. And then there's about, trips, blog, and contact. Then you can even go as far as you can customize your actual font and colors that you want to use on your website. I'm going to leave it as default at the moment because I think Elegant Themes has probably given a lot of thought into what to use there. And so I'm just going to leave it all as is. All right, so keep in mind, any of these pages, if you don't want them, You just make sure you deselect them like what we did there, and then it will not be created. So generate and publish my website. Yes, please. And while it does this, you can just go make yourself a cup of coffee, pour a cup of tea, or whatever else, other beverage you enjoy. And by the time you come back, well, I guess depending on how far away your kitchen is, but by the time you come back, your website should be waiting for you. So I don't want to leave the page because I want to show you how fast it is and give you an idea. So we're sitting here at about 20 seconds. Okay, it's still running. The animations are quite cool, not too bad. Okay, approaching 30 seconds. Looks like we're about approaching halfway. All right, you can always also let me know in the comments, like, what's your Divi 5 experience been so far? Is it one that you're willing to make the change, or are you waiting until all the features are out? What's your plans for it? All right, importing the theme builder. We're sitting at 1 minute so far. So I said it would take me a little bit longer than my intro, right? All right, importing. This would all depend also on the size of the site that you're actually importing, because it has to generate and import all those images. It probably also will depend upon your hosting that you're using. So keep that in mind whenever you do this. There is a chance that it might be a little bit longer, or it might even be a bit quicker. But we get a page like this and says, your site is ready. Your website is ready to go. Below is a list of the pages and templates that were created. Next, visit your website and jump into the Divi Builder to edit your content. Okay, so here are my website pages, and I can go and manage them right there. Now, the second thing you need to note is that they've also created some theme templates. So there's the default website template, there's all posts, all categories, and all authors. Then they've also given me the search results and the 404 page. All right, let's go and view the site. And it opens up, and it looks terrible. Why does it look so terrible? I believe it's because it hasn't actually kicked in with the CSS styles yet. Now, to fix it, all you do is you just go edit with Divi, just say save, and then hit exit. And then there we go. Done and dusted. Our travel blog is ready to go. Okay, it's got all my posts that I've already written. It's got the nice cool effect that you can have running over here. You scroll all the way down to the bottom. It's got your home, about, author page. So perhaps we just need to do a bit of work here on the footer. But other than that, it's pretty much ready to go. Let's hit the about. What happens if we hit about? About to. Okay, we got a bit of issues going on here. All right, it's an image module, PHP. Okay, but the site is loading fine. What about contact? Well, the contact page is good. Trips. Okay. So the pages are there. Right, so now what we can do is, once this is all done, let's hit just trip. I just want to see what that is. Okay. Well, that looks pretty nice. Gives me the itinerary of the trip. Nice video here if I want to put up, and then related trips. Okay. So then the trips one is obviously all the trips. That's a bit silly. But let's just go and edit this with Divi. Okay, it's up and running. Let's see what we have. What is this? There's a heading. Then below that we have just some text. Okay. This is just a heading with some text. Okay, what's below that? and it's going to be the same thing. So they've just put that in again. So what I want to do is I just want to take this one, and I just want to give this a bit of background just to see what we have. Yeah, save. And let's preview this. Okay, so now I can see all the writing. And then this is how it's going to look and feel. So if I click on that, is it going to take me to any trip? No. Okay, it's just placeholders. Right, so how is this different from the blog? Let's have a look at the blog. Travel blog. Oh, this is one of those very terrible ones. But if you don't like the look and feel of this one, I do have one that shows you how you can create these blog posts or these blog layouts in a list layout. I'll link to that here in the top corner. All right, but other than that, the site is up and running and it's ready to go. It's just going to require a little bit of tinkering here and there. So maybe it's not going to be quite the 2 to 3 minutes of what I suggested in the beginning. That might have been a bit, I don't know, ambitious. But this is a great start to start building your site from, because it's got everything laying out already. Right, I wonder if this works. Nope, it doesn't work either. Okay, so it's all just design related. But I think it's a great place to start from. And from here, you can build out the website exactly how you want it, just by jumping in and doing the different changes with Divi. All right, so that's how you can quite quickly start a travel blog using Divi 5. I really hope you find this helpful and that it makes a difference for you. And if it does, just hit that like button below, because it truly keeps me motivated to create more content. Talking about more content, I'm also looking to create more content as I learn more about Divi. So be sure to subscribe to join me on this journey and ensure you don't miss out on what's coming next. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.